Hey, all right, good evening. Sorry, a few minutes late. It's Mindset Explosion episode 31, and tonight I have been joined by the lovely Steph, the queen of specs, and had a great chat before coming on live. This is your first live, Steph, isn't it?
It's my first live, yes.
Videos, because you've been doing quite a few videos. Have you just been doing over the last few months with the?
Yeah. So I've only done a few the last couple of months, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna find out a little bit more about what you do. I've got my specs on tonight, so
thank you.
I've been going all cross-eyed. So we'll find out a bit more. But it's been interesting to talk to you because obviously you, like we're talking about being a confident woman in business today or this evening, and what's inspired your passion to, start talking about glasses on video, which was what caught my eye. And obviously, I know you're one of my clients as well. So why not? All right. So what is the Queen of Specs anyway?
So we are an online opticians, and we specialise in vintage, reconditioned, and new old frames. And we also do lenses as well. So the difference between us and your high street optician are the frames that we stock, because they're very rare and actually you can't really find them anywhere else. And that's who we are. That's
cool. Well, I was having a look on your website, and I know I said to you just now, but I quite liked it because you had like this, it's like this graph or graphic to help choose the right kind of frame.
Yeah, the style guide.
Last year, I was like, what am I doing? For ages, I just grabbed these. I kind of feel like I made a reasonably good choice, and they make me feel intelligent anyway.
Yeah, and I think the feedback I was getting from customers, because we're quite open if you want to email me or phone me, I was getting a lot of people asking, well, I don't know if that suits me. And I think with eyewear, it can be difficult to know exactly what suits you. And most people tend to just wear the same frames they've always had. I think with glasses as well, they're quite a negative purchase because most people I talk to don't want to wear glasses, they have to. So it's about turning it on that head and making it more about using them as a way to express yourself. And the eyewear style guide was just giving hints and tips really about helpful ways to learn, okay, well, how does my face shape or my skin tone suit or help me choose the right kind of frames for me? And it's really helped. And actually, I mean, we refund anyway, so if you buy them and you really don't like them, that's not a problem.
I would never even have dreamed about considering my skin tone or, into, I think it's really good. I think it's helpful. And obviously with the videos, because I want to, obviously we're talking, it's mindset, and I want to talk about, because you started this in November, wasn't it? Last year?
Yeah.
But like, because we're talking about confidence, and this is something you're real passionate about, isn't it?
Yeah, really, yeah.
You love throwing stuff away, is that correct?
Yeah, and I think for me,
sorry.
Say that again.
So you love throwing stuff out, is what you?
No, I hate waste. Hence why we do really good recondition range. Yeah. And I think, no, for me, it's all about, in terms of passion, I love glasses, I love eyewear, and I've got some really, really beautiful frames. And I just think you've just got to have the confidence to wear them. And I think if you enjoy what you do in your business and you're passionate about it, then I find that quite easy to talk about to people because it's genuine. Yeah. I'm not a salesperson. I don't actually think I'm very good at selling, but I could chat all day long about what glasses would suit you.
And you've kind of been around opticians anyway.
Well, yes. I mean, my dad's been an optician for over 50 years, and I've been brought up understanding about glasses. I've been into his shop. He's got his own shop. I've grown up in the shop pretty much. Yeah. Different designs. We used to go when we were kids. They have like big conferences, optra fairs. We used to go as kids to have a look at the latest designs. I love fashion. I like style, and for me, glasses are just another accessory.
Yep. Definitely, I like it. I was really impressed. And so, like, talking about being confident, confident woman in business. So you started this out in November, and obviously you've been doing some videos as well, and they're not easy.
No.
How would you get these videos? What do you use to kind of think, right, I'm going to put a video out and I'm going to talk about this frame of glasses now?
For me, I first of all think it's important to have some sort of theme. You've got to think about, okay, what's the message I'm trying to get across? What do I want people to know or to learn? I think they've got to be short and snappy, and they've got to be fun. Otherwise, people aren't going to watch them. And for me, I try and pick things that I think are interesting. So it might be a style of frame, or it might be about colours, or it might be about your face shape. But then when you've actually got the camera in front of you, for me, I just think of it being my best friend sat there and we're just having a conversation. And that can sometimes, for me, take that fear away. And actually, it wasn't until I put the first couple out that I've had some amazing feedback from people I haven't spoken to in 20 years. Oh. So people genuinely don't want you to fail, you know, they're interested in what you're doing.
Yeah.
So just do it.
I think it's good as well, because obviously you're kind of modeling them, but you're talking, you're giving a bit of information about, and it's not like, oh, you know, they're like just here on a shelf, and you know, and it, like you said, it's been difficult for people to try things on at the moment. So I think it's a great idea, and just to be able to kind of put that spin on there, like what you've said, in terms of like skin tone and choosing the glasses and the shape of your head, and I would never even thought about that stuff. So I'm kind of glad I did a bit of research tonight. But how do you get the courage up to do the video?
One of my friends, because I'm in a networking group, one of my friends just texted me and said, you need to do a video. Choose 3 frames and do it. Yeah. And I was very nervous to begin with, but I thought, okay, what is the worst thing that can happen? Nobody sees it, doesn't matter, I'll never know. So I did it, and I just got loads of feedback. And honestly, I think once you've done the first one, then they don't bother me anymore. They're grateful. I love doing them. I really enjoy doing them, because you start that dialogue with your customers or potential customers. So I'll do a video, I'll put it out, and then I'll get an email or a call from somebody, or can you help me choose these frames, or, you know, and it's about breaking down barriers. And it's a way, because I am an online business, I don't have a shop front, you can't come in and talk to me. But if people realize that, you know, it's just me, it's Steph, I love wearing glasses, it can break down the barriers. And I think it is just putting yourself out there, particularly the way things are at the moment. Yeah, you know, if you're just starting your own business, just put yourself out there.
I admired it, because it's like, I was thinking, how can you talk about glass? But you did it, smashed it as well.
I could talk about anything though.
Yeah, but it is, isn't it? I guess people are going to buy from you. It's a relationship at the end of the day. Even if it's a one-off, if you go into a shop down the road and you just going to buy a bar of chocolate, you may not see that person ever again, but you've got a relationship with that person for a time. I think it's really important. We want to feel comfortable who we're going to buy from. And
also with glasses, I think that for most of my customers, they have to wear glasses every single day. So they want to make sure they suit them, they look good in them, and more importantly, I want people to feel great in the glasses that they're wearing. So yeah, it is about building up that relationship with customers, definitely.
So, but this hasn't been like your main business for a long period of time. You're a trainer, aren't you?
Yeah. So I'm in learning and development. So coaching and helping people manage their teams, or for managers to become better managers. So I've been doing that for the last 20 years in large retailers. So I am used to trying to get the best out of people and coach people, and I am used to standing up and talking to people. It's just removing that video camera and thinking it's just another person I'm talking to. Yeah,
it's different though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely.
When I first started, even going to talking to a group of people, I used to shake like crazy.
Yeah.
And talk.
But then you've got to remember that nobody else sees that. So it doesn't matter. I might be a quivering mess just before I get in front of that camera. Nobody knows that.
Do you have any techniques for that? So like I would, if I'm doing a talk somewhere, I kind of do it in my head now, but I would like just bounce on the spot a little bit, and then I'd be fine. I'd go out and I'd say what I got to say. Do you have like a technique if you've got to do a presentation or do a video?
Yeah, I mean, I do breathing really, because I naturally talk very fast, and if I get nervous, I can get a bit out of breath. So I tend to do a bit of breathing, and I'm very conscious of my hands, because I flap. I do that a lot. So I think for me, it's about just positioning yourself, your deep breath, and inside my head I'm thinking you'll be fine, you know your stuff. And it's that sort of motivation in your head, and then just big deep breath, and on you go.
So as like what you would train for people, apart from say going on camera, has it helped you like with launching a business, like, because that's a big thing, and last November, I think you said, well, I'm just going to see what happens. Is that right? Or
yeah. And I think definitely what I do in my job has helped me do this, because it is about learning to communicate with people, and also just make you realize that, you know, people, they will, you know, they just want the best from you. They want to make, people don't want to watch you fail. So it's just taking that positive mindset and just, right, I'll just do it, see what happens.
Yeah.
And here we are now doing a live.
I know. You said you had some other interviews this week, is that right?
Yes, I have. Yes, job interviews as well. Yes, so it's all been an interview full-on week this week. Yeah, I'm so zoomed out now, though.
I think everyone's had enough of Zoom from this last 4 months, but
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
But I think something you said that's key there, Steph, is when we got something that we really want to do, we kind of owe it. I guess we owe it to ourselves to just try and do that and just launch. And we won't know everything at the beginning, because obviously you said you had to learn a lot.
I've learned a lot. Yeah.
Is that just, so you did the website yourself?
Yes. I'm very lucky. It's a very family business. So my dad is the optician. He does the lenses. My brother is a branding designer. So he did the branding. I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. And I've had, but everything else, the photography, the copy, the understanding how the whole online e-commerce thing works, that's all, I'm having to learn all of it. Definitely made some mistakes, definitely bought some wrong things and done the wrong type of thing, but you learn from that. And I just think it's because I believe in this business so much, and the stuff that we sell and what we can offer our customers, I believe in it so much, I'll just keep going. And okay, well, that's a mistake, I won't do that again, let's try something differently.
Yeah. And
it's just to not let you get down, just, you know, and glasses are fun, what's not to love, you know?
Well, it's like you said, I don't know if you said it on camera now, but I know definitely off air, and you're saying you don't understand, because I've only got this one pair.
Yes. Yeah.
But it makes sense. You know, we got different shoes going out, and so I think it's great, because it's just basically upcycle.
Yeah, definitely sustainable. And the reconditioned frames we've got, I mean, they're absolutely stunning frames. They go through a very detailed process. We take them apart, we ultrasonically clean them, we'll fix them, mold them, reshape, buff, polish. They go through a really rigorous process, but it breathes life into some really beautiful, lost, forgotten old frames. I mean, some of the frames that we have were built or made in a time where things were built to last. Yeah. And the craftsmanship is incredible.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Things aren't built quite the same nowadays, are they?
No. And if you're going to be wearing it every day, you want something that is good quality, well made, and a little bit different. I mean, going back to your earlier point, I'm a handbag girl. I love my handbags. I have to have a colour to match my outfit. And with glasses, I think it's the same. You wouldn't, you know, you have your work glasses. Why don't you have a pair of going out glasses? So it's about an accessory.
It makes absolute total sense. As you're saying it, because I don't think these would look right with some things. But I put them on, I thought, oh, right.
And obviously sunglasses, so everybody needs sunglasses. And I do love sunglasses. I have got a few too many pairs.
But I guess from what you're saying, then you can't really have a few too many, right? So
no. I've got a pair to suit every mood.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, some do look great, and then other times they don't look right now.
Yeah. It's the same with clothes. You might put an outfit on that you're saying, oh, I love it, makes me feel really good. The next time you put it on, you don't feel very comfortable in it. Exactly the same with glasses. Yeah. One day you might want a pair that's quite subtle, quite plain. You're just feeling a bit low energy. You might be going out. You might want a bright pair or something a little bit special. One of my really good customers, one of my good friends, actually, she always says that she makes the most out of her glasses and doesn't really wear any other accessories, and they're her focal point. And that for her is almost her putting her face on before she leaves the door. And I think for me, your eyewear can also give you that confidence. If you're wearing a pair of red frames, you've got to have the right mindset to wear them.
Yeah, but I guess same. A lot about what we can be wearing. It can empower us, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Glasses are obviously going to be like an important factor for that, really. Yeah. And it's not. Is it vanity? I don't know. But who cares? But if it makes you feel confident, then you know that's plays an important part, really. So
definitely.
That's why I think the video is such a great idea. I've only caught a few, so, but
There's only been a few. I'm doing some more. Yeah.
well, I think everyone should comment below, because I suggested that you do a live one next, and I think everyone should put the glass emoji in if they.
And tell me what kind of glasses you want to see as well.
Yeah, so
really cool sunglasses.
Yeah, I think, you know what would be great is all you know, the tips on like the different skin tones, maybe.
Yeah.
From my point of view now, do these actually suit me or not suit me, or you know, what's best for it? Because my hair's less since I bought these last year.
Yeah, and I look at all of that, definitely.
And
it's also about though what you feel comfortable in, because fashions come and go, and it's the same with clothes. But just because something is in fashion doesn't necessarily mean it's going to suit you. Yeah. So at the moment, there's a big trend for oversized, fine metal frames, which look fantastic on some people, but just other people, they really swamp and they don't suit. So it's about just being a bit more courageous and understanding, learning a bit more about yourself and what looks good on you as well.
do you do like you should do like a Zoom consultation?
That would be good.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. I'll think about that. I want to do some style parties, and that was the plan, obviously before lockdown happened. But going forward, the plan is to get, you know, a group of people, women, men, what have you, together, almost like a shopping evening, but just trying stuff on and seeing what suits them really. So I might be able to get over Zoom. Yeah,
that'd be cool. As I say, if you want to, you can do one in the academy if you like, but we'll talk about it another time. Yeah.
Yes, we'll do that. Yes.
So I've lost my train of thought a little bit now. I think it's I think the videos are great, and I think and the point of tonight was to talk about Queen of Specs, so the website's below, but also, you know, the confidence that it's taken to you know, just start something really. Yeah. If someone's watching now and they've kind of got this little idea and they're thinking, I don't know, should I do it? What's your best advice for them?
Well, interestingly, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, because she was saying, I just need to find my niche. And I'd say it doesn't have to be a niche. As long as you're passionate about it, then I think now is definitely the time, because the way the world is looking, things are changing in terms of how people engage with each other. I mean, we've all Zoomed, we've all house parted. This is quite the norm now. And I think there's a real space for entrepreneurs or people who've got ideas to go it alone. And I think I'd rather look back and think, oh, I'm glad I did it, than I would wonder what would have happened. And my dad, bless him, he didn't set up his business till he was 58. So I just think you're never too old. You've just got to give it a go. You just don't know what will happen. And everybody's had to start somewhere. Yeah,
and I think like you said, you'll learn so much, and yeah, you're going to make some mistakes. I've made some. Wrong and bought things I didn't need to buy, and changed something I didn't need to change. But you learn on the way. As long as you you're moving forward, that's the main thing. And there's great people out there to kind of help them.
Yeah. So. And it's about tapping into the people. You know, you'd be amazed once you start talking to your friends and use them as a sounding board, the amount of people that, you know, you can network with and get the help and support that you need. It is fantastic. And you start to talk about people about your idea, and they will reinforce that probably, you know, it is the right thing. Or so definitely talk to your family and friends, but just give it a go.
Yeah, but do you know what? But if it's in your gut, just go for it anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Go ahead, because not everyone gets it, but hopefully if you like, you're obviously lucky you got it. So how long had you been thinking about? So if you launched in November, how long was it kind of? You just wake up, right? I said I'm doing this today, or was it been kind of developing and?
Yeah, I mean, my dad, bless him. I've got a younger brother. He's all his life he's wanted either myself or my brother to take over the business. Neither of us really wanted to go into optics. However, he's always had his loft is like a treasure trove of eyewear. It's like dressing up. I used to go and play and try them all on. And I think we talked about it a couple of years ago. And my dad said, look, I've got these frames. I don't really know what to do with them. But the time wasn't right for me. And there was other things I needed to focus on. So we talked about it again last year. And I thought, okay, well, let's see what we can do. I work part-time now, so I've got a bit more free time. And then since then, the original idea was just, oh, let's just, I don't know, put a few on eBay and see what happens. But you talk to people, and when people say, oh, that's a great idea, I hadn't even thought about that, what a brilliant idea, and it snowballs, and then it gives you more confidence. Yeah. And you think, right, actually, I think there's something in this. Yeah. And then you do your research, and yeah, and that's it, yeah. So it was a gradual thing, but I'd say since March, since lockdown, since I've been furloughed, I've had a lot more time to plow into it, and it's brilliant. I think about it all the time. I love it, really do.
That says it all. And you got customers worldwide now as well, right?
Yeah. I sent them to New York last week. I was thinking, I wish I could get in the box. Yeah, I wished I could go too, but sadly not. Yeah, and that amazes me as well. That I think, how do you know where? It's just me. How do you know who we are? Yeah. So worldwide, Jordan. Weirdly enough, Jordan last week. Quite a few in Germany. Austria, yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's in less than a year.
I know. It's great. I'm just, very, very excited.
So I think that says it all. You got an idea, launch, work stuff out along the way. But as long as you're passionate about it, and it's not like you just picked something out the air, really, is it?
No. Do your research. You've got to do your research. Talk to the people that will give you the honest advice, and tell them what you're thinking, and they'll tell you whether or not. Particularly if it's a product. So because I'm selling a product, I'm talking to people who would buy that product, find out what they really want. There's enough space in the marketplace, I think, for everybody. And I also think that the way the world is going now is such an unusual time. I just think it's time you have to grab that moment.
100%, definitely. And it's a time where we all got to come together, I think, as well. So, so you're on Instagram, aren't you? Yeah, because
I am Queen of Specs. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be interested to see how that picks out.
Yeah.
Quite cool with the glasses. So.
You do, yeah. They suit you. They're good.
Yeah. All right. Not mine. I just meant with your Instagram.
I should say no. They look dreadful, and I'll come and choose you some new ones.
You have to bring a selection in. I will. Donna and Shell will have some as well.
I can do that.
But even just things like sunglasses, really. I'd probably wear sunglasses more. It's more for reading. If I go tired and I'm watching, if I'm on the computer, then they're helpful. For that.
And it's supposed to be super hot next week as well. So the sunglasses, I've got some really good sunglasses.
You got ones that don't cover my whole face, and then when I take them off, I just
I have got some massive wrapper. I've got the kind of ones that you need when you've had a bit of a late night and you need to hide behind. I've got some of those. Yeah, definitely. With loads of wraparound. Yeah, really good.
Brilliant. Well, listen, thanks for coming on tonight. And it's been really interesting because it's great to hear. It's great to talk about another business, and you're local. You're based in Cheltenham, but worldwide. So all my American friends, check the website out. But just it's nice. I like talking to other business owners because, especially in a way, you're in that first year, and I understand it's tough sometimes, but I'd love to hear how you've real pushed it, gone with it, and learnt stuff. So you'll have to come back on next year, and we'll see where you are there.
Yeah.
Still living in the country, you haven't bought your mansion or whatever.
I'll get the staff to sort it out then.
Yeah.
My people could call your people. Yeah.
But no, it's just inspiring, and I think it's nice to have something positive in our newsfeed at the moment. A success that's happened after everything that's happened this year. I'm still waiting for Godzilla. He hasn't turned up yet, but
don't tempt fate, Matt.
No. Well, I was kind of hoping to get some cool. Get out the house. Oh, look at that. No, seriously, Steph, thank you so much, and I wish you all the best with the business. I love the idea, and I love the fact that what you're doing for it. It's a different idea. It's unique, and it's within almost a niche within a niche, if you want to put that. But the fact that you're out there, as yourself talking about it, I think that takes a lot of. It doesn't take confidence. I think it takes courage, because confidence is in my opinion, a product of. So yeah. Awesome. So thank you guys. Check out the website. You don't have to have a lens in, do you?
No, you don't. You could just buy the frames. You don't even need the lenses.
Oh, easy peasy. All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
Thank you. It's been lovely to chat to you, Matt.
Thank you. I'll speak to you in just a bit.
Yeah. Bye.